that. Oh, man. Yeah.
What do we do for this?
Are you Mike Tyson?
Hey, we got to say goodbye to you. Fuck that.
They didn't violate. They stuck together?
Yeah, they're Siamese twins.
Yeah,
Holy shit. What a surprise this is.
The Japanese guys that stick together, King and James?
Yeah.
We were just showing them.
They were connected by the chest.
But they had a lot of children, huh?
Yeah.
Can you imagine the bed, he's with one wife and he's with the other, and they both going to stroke out.
We're trying to figure out how you do that shit, you know? Like,
you guys are shocked.
Because they got that. Because they got that new show now with these two girls that they have like two heads but one body, and we're wondering like how they handle the sex.
One stomach,
one vagina, one.
Get out.
Swear.
One vagina, Mike Tyson, who's in studio. Holy shit,
unbelievable! Just walk right in.
I told you guys I was going to bring a nice cool.
You are the
Whoo
shit.
Kid, thank you.
Jesus,
Mike, we've been trying to talk to you for years.
Oh man,
I love Whoo Kid. Whoo Kid's the most non-threatening black motherfucker. I love him. You know, you go on a meeting with him, you know you're all right with some white people. Shit, Whoo Kid. Yeah, I'm trying to get that art down.
Can't get any wider than me, man.
I'm so glad someone is saying
Whoo Kid's the American dream right there.
Hell yeah.
Non-threatening.
Holy
What
shit.
the hell, Mike Tyson? You got a play going on?
Yes,
on Broadway?
I do. On 48th and Broadway, the Long Acre Theater. And
what's this about?
I saw it last night, and I can tell you it's fucking awesome.
About me.
Oh, it's
Awesome.
about me.
Wait, you went last night?
I
Jimmy?
went last night, and I saw it. It's
Nice.
Thank you very much.
It's hilarious.
Right.
And
But it's not meant to be hilarious. I'm saying this is not no fun. I'm not no damn stand-up. I'm just explaining some shit I went through.
Right.
You know, and life
But
is funny.
to us laymen, that's pretty funny shit. Like some of the stuff you went. Of course, it was probably painful at the time. Some of it.
Oh, at the time I wanted to commit suicide.
No shit,
motherfucker.
You know, I'll tell you why it was funny. Because the way you explained it and the way you went through it was so natural. I felt like this is what it sounds like if you're hanging out with Mike Tyson and he's telling you these stories. It didn't feel performed or forced. It felt very genuine,
Very
very
natural.
honest. It was very, very honest.
That's great, man.
Well, that's why it's undisputed. It had to be true, you know, because there's people out there that know the truth, and if it's not true, they're going to come up and say, hey, I was there, motherfucker.
Who's
so cool to be
who's
able
gonna
to
say that
curse
to you?
on
I know, right?
You were right. Like I'm doing something wrong.
He was made for this show.
I know, right?
Tyson was made for this show.
That's cool. Whose idea was this to come up with the play?
Well, me and my wife, we went to witness Chaz Palminteri.
Amazing, right?
And man, we watched this stuff. I'm like, oh, and just like my show with different emotions and stuff.
Yeah.
And I said, I can do this because this is basically what I do when I'm in Europe and Asia. You go up there, but not as detailed as Chaz was. You know, I go up there and they talk about you. I talk about my life and, you know, this happened. But normally when I did this stuff, I'm always high. I was going through my high season. You know what I mean?
Season.
It was my high season, so I'm always high, sweating like a pimp with one hoe up there. Right? I'm just sweating like buckets of water. And so, now I'm clean, so I'm telling my wife, hey, baby, I can do this and stuff. And my wife is the entrepreneur business person. Okay, let's do it. So we meet this guy, Adam Stuck, that does, you know, Men Down Under and all the hunks from Australia.
Right.
And human nature. So he said, let's make a show. And then we did the show in Vegas for a week. It was a sold-out crowd for a week. And then Spike Lee got in touch with us and wanted to do what the Newlanders on Broadway. And I said, wow, we're getting ready to go on a world tour and little basements and stuff. And they said, yes, you really do? Yeah.
And then it's Broadway.
Yeah, and I'm just very grateful. And that's what I'm trying to convey, like a lot of gratitude. I'm just really grateful.
I can't wait to see the show. I didn't know you were going last night. I would have went.
I only got one ticket. They had one ticket, and I went, and it was fucking so good. Because the stuff, like, I saw the documentary that James Toback did, right?
Which was amazing, by the way.
And it didn't feel like a retread of that. It was like everything had a different angle than that. So I didn't feel like, well, I saw this already. It was amazingly different.
But I explained during my not to mention, but the introduction that I know you saw James Toback, but I was in rehab and I was really dark stuff because I'm high, still got dope in my system, and I'm just coming at you full speed ahead. So it's gonna be a lot lighter tonight, you know.
And it was, but it felt very honest. None of it. You didn't once feel like, hey, there's a guy giving me a performance. That's why I loved it. It's like this is what it feels like to hear you tell these stories for real.
Yo, but they gotta hurry up because the last show was Sunday, so you better hurry the fuck up.
Let me tell them where it is. It's on.
Why such a short
Donald
run?
Trump came, 50 Cent came, a lot of people, man.
Jim Norton came.
Jimmy.
He's a biggie.
Jim Norton. Ain't Norton. Ain't Norton. I did a Norton impersonation too. Right? I did some Ralph Cramden stuff.
Oh yeah, you did do a good Cramden line.
Yeah, I did some Ralph. Oh, it's coming at you, buddy. It's coming.
We met years ago. You don't remember? I was hosting the Porno Awards, and you were on the
not like that anymore, guys.
No, it's years ago.
He just gave you
It's a
some
long
love.
time ago.
It's many years ago.
I was really big in the porn world back then. A long time
Back
ago.
then.
A long time.
You know,
Do you
little social event.
Mike, do you consider yourself like the same person you are now, like the sense of humor and the gratitude and appreciation for what you have and what people do with you and for you, as you were back then, or are you? Do you?
It's funny you say that.
Hilarious.
No, why not really? It's funny you say. Back then, I took myself too serious.
Yeah?
I thought you couldn't make fun of yourself if you're going to be the world conqueror. Genghis Khan didn't make jokes around him and stuff. I didn't understand. I didn't understand art of fighting. I didn't understand this is how you get this accomplished.
Right.
You know, and I would have. Oh man, I wish I was that way.
Well, I asked that because there is such a distinction between that Mike Tyson and who we've grown to know, at least through your performances and movies and interviews now. It seems like a very different person. You seem a lot happier and in a better place now.
Well, I'm not as desperate as I was back then for glory as I am. You know,
But isn't
now
that part of being a great boxer? Is you kind of have to have that desperation for
well,
glory,
it's part
right?
of becoming a great anything.
Anything, yeah.
But not great doesn't necessarily mean good. You know, so you get in a lot of troubles because I know a lot of great people, but not all of them are good people.
Right.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to interact with that stuff. You know, I'd rather be remembered as being good because you're only a person for a small increment of time.
Right.
You know, you're an athlete or entertainer. You know, small. So you're gonna be a person longer than you're gonna be an entertainer. So you want to be pretty much a decent person.
I don't even know if you can grasp how big of a change it is in people's perception of you over the years, and how you actually pulled it off in these days, now being who you are. Because there was a perception of you that you couldn't even, like, if you were sitting in this room years ago, we'd be fucking petrified.
Me too. Right? I remember the repercussion. I was like, God, now what's going to happen? Fuck, I'm going to go in death row for this one. I'm going in death row for this shit. God damn. You did what, Mike?
Was it a thought out, kind of a reintroduction of who you are, or was it a natural progression?
You know, I wanted to live. You know, I was gonna die. I wasn't going anywhere nice. I was really dark. I was really bad. It comes, listen, this is me, big time entertainer Mike Tyson, this big top guy, big undisputed youngest champ of the world, and I'm down to telling the dope man, yo, well, you tell your boss to come see me about this.
Oh shit!
I'm going from that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going from that. No. Of course, this, Mike. No. Well, my boss wants his money. Well, you tell your boss to come see me about this.
Wow.
It goes from that.
Ugh.
Fuck.
Yeah.
It was a great part too. I love the Mitch Green. It's fucking great. It's hilarious. It's fucking because I didn't know all the facts.
You don't have no idea that a guy like Mitch Green exists.
Yeah.
You have no idea. You have no idea. You see people do this on television, but you don't see people do this. Well. You don't have nobody in your family. Well, you know Mitch Green. You don't 50 know Mitch. You're from the same. He represents y'all. Queen's ass.
Can you explain Mitch Green? Jimmy, explain the Mitch Green thing.
Well, it's a very famous story. I mean, they fought. Of course, Mike beat him, and then there was a fight in a place called Dapper Dan's in Harlem.
Yeah.
And it was a big story because Mike really fucked up Mitch's eye and nose, but he goes through the whole story from your point
because
of view.
I don't know.
So good.
Listen, these are some different kind of niggas out here. I'm thinking Tom Buford, some tough ass guy got walked away. And so all of a sudden I get in here, all of a sudden I feel the energy good, and I feel the energy stop dead. But my back is turned to him. I turn around, it's Mitch Green. They scared as a motherfucker. So, I'm not scared because I just kicked Mitch's ass. Why should I be scared? So I'm trying to figure out why these guys are scared. And then Mitch start that shit again, right? So I'm like, man, I don't want to hear this shit, Mitch. And I'm around, I'm looking at the successful Jewish guys. I got Jewish managers and stuff. And so I'm putting some Jewish linguistic skills with my ghetto stuff, right? Bravado, right? And it's like this. And I'm like, Mitch, fuck this shit. And Mitch said, and I go like that. I said, well, Mitch, you really need to, look, this is my, Mitch, you really need to stop this because this is not going to be advantageous to your barometer. And then I go like that to Mitch because I already kicked your ass, Mitch, all right? So don't start no shit. Beat your ass, Mitch. And then once I said that, forget it. Nigga, you ain't beat me. Don Keenan give me my per diem. I couldn't eat, motherfucker. I would beat you, grown man. I ain't eat, motherfucker. Fuck you, nigga. Why did I say that? I shouldn't even say that. I'm thinking I'm learning some stuff from some white people. I'm being articulate and people don't respect my skills in Harlem. I'm thinking people are respecting Haiti. I'm thinking some black people are respecting that shit. One man said that, he lost it. He
Holy
said,
shit.
Nigga? You bitch ass Cicely Tyson. Fuck.
That must have fucked him up.
And he wouldn't stay down. He wouldn't stay down.
I shouldn't have said that. Once I said, you're Mitch, now stop. I already beat your ass. I'm not going to be advantageous if I fucking lay you out here, right, nigga? But it was respectable. I said, you shouldn't have used nigga and laid you out. But anything else was cool. It could have been handled in, in Congress. I could have said it without those words.
Hilarious, man.
He said, what?
Classic, man. Holy shit.
He's a scary guy, Mitch Green, because he fucking seems crazy, man.
No, because he's 6'5", right, and he had big hair back in the 80s. They had big hair, like, New Jersey people. They had big hair back then.
Jersey people.
No, really, back then, you remember the big hair in Jersey in the 80s and stuff. Billy, Piano Man.
Billy Joel.
Joe, yeah, he's the baddest one in the 80s. He had the big hair crew. But listen, right, but, he had big hair, so really he's like 6'12", 7 foot, No, he's really big.
Yeah, and he's a fucking guy that just, even though Mike is a beat him, he wouldn't stop
This
coming.
guy got a hole in his head, and he's still looking for me.
Wow.
To this day? Oh, God, no. I saw him not long ago, and he came. I said, oh, no. And he wanted some money. I gave him some. Take Take all this shit, all right? Like, $2,000. Take this shit, man. Just don't talk to me. Just go.
I want to see the show.
It's fucking
Are they gonna extend it?
good, man.
It ends on the 12th, but
Why is it ending?
It's only
I
a
got
short
other
run,
jobs.
Mike's busy.
They should make it into a movie or something, maybe.
God
film it
willing,
for HBO.
I'm just very grateful what's happened last year, the year before. Thank God didn't make things happen this year. I'm just happy what happened last year and the years before that put me in a position to be here. Just all about being grateful. Because man, I was almost out of here. My last case, man, if I got convicted, man, I'd have been gone. I got like 20 felons, man. I'm the only guy. I got more felons than anybody that's out on the street. Ain't nobody on the street with more felons than me that's on the streets. I'm very grateful. That's just real talk. Ain't nobody on the streets with more felons than me walking the street. I'm very grateful.
Do you have any regrets about not having as many years in boxing during your prime that you could have if you weren't in so much trouble?
I don't know. Maybe everything happens for a reason. I was getting pretty dark in that moment during '91 and stuff. I was getting pretty dark, and going to prison was probably the best thing that happened to me. I was out there sleeping with strangers, unprotected. I'm saying, I could have been in the AIDS program. And I'm not saying that means I'm just very I'm very grateful and very lucky in life.
Yeah,
very lucky.
What was the song? I wanted to ask you. There was a song. There was a great montage scene of you, like with this black and white footage, and it looked like it was sped up. You were punching so fast, and there was great music playing over it. Do you know what the song? What they used for that was?
Hey, let me explain something to you. It's not speed up.
Oh no, I know. That's what I'm saying. Oh no, I was.
Don't make him demonstrate.
No, I was complimenting you. I knew it wasn't. I wasn't implying it was. That's what I'm saying. How fast you punched. That was almost my fucking jaw coming off, wasn't it?
It's just that I was so extreme back then. People don't believe that it was moving that fast.
No, but that's
my whole life. But that was good. But my whole life was like that. My head moved fast. I never examined anything. You look at it, I was like a cyborg. You look at it, you made your assumption. And your assumption didn't have to be right, but that's the assumption you made, and you just work on that.
Was it hard to just live life, or were you constantly in fighter mode back then?
In fighter
Constantly.
mode.
Yeah, wow. So it was hard for relationships or just friendships?
Hard for anything.
Man.
If somebody came in a room over 200 pounds, he could be a lawyer. I'm sizing him up.
You're sizing him up?
Yeah.
Jesus
What did you say? Instead of saying, excuse me, I said, what did you say?
And how fucking scary would that be? God damn, Mike.
That's just how custom model programmed me.
How many street fights did you have during that time?
A few hundred.
Jeez. No joke?
My whole life, yeah.
A few hundred when you were...
When I first started fighting and stuff, you fought every day, 3 times a day. You fight every day.
You ever get your ass kicked back then?
Yes.
Really? Who kicked Mike Tyson's ass?
Girls jumped me and beat the shit out of me.
Oh, come on.
No, really.
Is that a true story?
2 sisters jumped me and beat the shit. One of them bit my finger. I'm like, fucking fuck you.
Classic, man.
The stuff about the ex was fucking awesome. The way you talked about your ex-wife, you covered that. but it was like brutally honest and really, really. That was people loved hearing that.
Nobody could really be angry because they stole their stuff. She did her stuff. She did a symposium and all the college. She's not like she went to some place in Brownsville, some little WIC center, you know. she went to university doing a symposium on my ass, right? In the university, and I'm walking down the street and you see these nice, sophisticated white ladies moving to the side like it's back in segregation. Like, what the fuck did I do?
Jesus.
You know, I didn't even meet her yet.
Wow.
Where were you sitting in?
I was in the aisle seat, probably about 15 or 16 rows back, and it was just from the second you walked out, it was very, very casual. It obviously you had put a lot of work into it, but I loved not feeling like I was being given. You were hearing a guy talk very honestly, and that to me was my favorite part. It was like you didn't soft up the language.
My ex, right? The fact that I'm talking about my ex, I'm just talking about what happened in my life. No doubt about it. I brought everything on myself, cheating on her, probably kicked the ass for doing whatever the situation is. You know, everybody knows that it's my fault. Even though she did real bad things, she was married to a real rotten guy at the time. You know what I mean? I was just a kid. I wanted everything, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm just telling you from my perspective. I'm not saying, well, hey, they're all bad and I'm all good. You know, they already said their part about me, and I wasn't always
This is your angle on the whole thing.
But this is my angle.
Yeah, sure.
Well, it was very. That was the funny part. Was the honest language. It was nice to hear someone just talk that openly without worrying about. Like there was nothing you said where it seemed like you were worried about getting in trouble.
Like we do understand, men and women. Sometimes we break up, but we still having sex. We just have sex and then we go on our way.
Still banging.
Shit, that's hot, yo.
Listen. You talking about the guy that's the honest. If that never happened in your life, though, you said it's over with us, but we still working it out sexually. It's not over sexually. That's why you see these girls and these guys. Well, I broke up with my boyfriend last week. No, it's not over yet. You come and see me 60 days from now. You need 60 days after the breakup to get over sexually. All right, that's going to be last time.
I'm still getting that dick.
That's gonna be last time. After this feeling, I can live without the feeling, and I move on. That's how it is. Everybody know. You stick with your ex, even though you break up, till you find somebody whose sex is better or just as good.
Wow.
You know, that's just the real deal.
There's a tip for everyone.
Yeah.
Well,
that's only if you can do it. Some people can't do this. So let me just stick right here to 2014 and shit'll be better.
I'm always willing to keep fucking, but they never are. Like I'm always trying to fuck a couple more times.
Trying to get a couple more in,
Why is
Jimmy?
it like that? How can we still have that connection sexually when you hate their guts, you despise them?
Because what makes them dirty isn't what makes them a good person. Usually, it's usually what makes them their lack of inhibitions. But it's true, the lack of inhibitions makes them a great fuck.
Yeah.
It's the thing that makes them hard to fight with, makes them willing to be dirty in bed, which is what I kind of need. So I'm expecting craziness. You know,
I love the girls looking over like, really getting an education. The lovely ladies on the couch are like, really, Jim?
I'm sorry, I didn't even know you were here. I apologize.
That's hilarious.
But it's true. I'm attracted to crazy girls. I'm not attracted to nice girls.
No, listen. When I see my fans, you know, and people say, "Hey, what do you think about these people coming dancing now?" I said, "Listen, everyone, any celebrity, this is what you really have to know. This is what we don't want to do the self-examination. This is real scary doing this shit. Fuck Aristotle, right?" When we see our fans, believe it or not, even your fan, they're a reflection of us. And sometimes we see ourselves, we don't like that shit. We don't like who we are. We don't like these are some crazy motherfuckers. But we got the breaks. Because our circumstances make us put on some breaks. Not much with Cyrus Radio, but we got some breaks.
Right.
These people are uninhibited. They go to other lengths
That's
that we're capable of going.
Amazing.
We're capable of going that length, but we're conscious about it, but they're not. They continue to go.
They keep going.
Yeah, and that's us.
Keep
We
moving
think,
forward.
God, we don't listen to fucking rules and shit, but we do because we know we got shit to lose, but we don't want to listen to rules and fuck yeah! Fucking do it! Yeah! That's what I really want to do. That's what I know. I better not. My wife is going to kill me. I'm going to say, fuck off, dude! I'm your fucking ass! And don't bother me no more! Holy shit! You can't do that. You can't do that. Yes, sir.
Mike Tyson is hilarious.
You gotta check the show, man. It's on Sunday,
no,
man.
Come on, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
No,
people. I'm sure it's sold out.
Yes, sir. My diction
No,
to
he can get you
carry for
tickets,
your
though.
comprehension. I will endeavor to exclaimate more profoundly. And yes, ma'am.
And you know what's funny too? You had some great interactions. I didn't see Spike there, but you kept blaming certain things on him, which was really funny, man.
That's the shit he blamed for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All my I don't want fucking when I'm talking about white people, then you flash Mitch Green. You got the baddest white motherfucker in the country on your ass. I'm just letting everybody know this is Spike shit. You know, we always got that interracial shit going on. This is Spike.
Yeah.
It was still funny, though, because I think you said something about he asked me, are you scared of white people? And then a Romney picture flashed behind him. I turned around and went, I'm scared of that white motherfucker. It was funny.
I don't want any trouble and stuff.
Shit.
But it was, it's almost like when you're that honest, there's no way for people to criticize you because you're being brutally honest. What can they do to you if you tell the truth?
And it's really just, it's like being in the mob. If you're the mob leader, you can't tell on nobody but yourself. You're the leader.
Another great thing was you shitting on people in Staten Island who want to act like they're mobbed up when they're not.
Do you know people in Staten Island that act like that?
A little bit. It's a weird place.
You know, it's weird, right?
Yeah, well, we don't know much about it.
They all got the jackets, the blader, and the fucking sweatsuits. The young guy got the sweatsuits, the fucking, what's that stuff you shoot yourself up with?
Steroids.
The steroids and the chains around their neck, the tight chokers with the white beat on, just looking around flexing on the corner all day.
Yeah, they point with their pinky and ring finger.
My friend, I'm sure you're not aware of who I know. If you knew who I know, you wouldn't be so uppity right now, my friend.
Yeah.
All right? Oh, I don't want to start this.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's great, man.
Tyson's hilarious.
Yeah, that's what was so funny about it. It was just this great way of fucking just blasting these people.
You know what? I realized with myself, just like all those guys we talk about, Teddy and all these gangsters, they're afraid to be vulnerable. Everybody's afraid to be. Once they're vulnerable, once we see them vulnerable, they can't be who they think they showed they were before. Once you're vulnerable, you can't be the tough guy no more.
Right.
And that kills them more than anything.
Do you think you're in that boat right now? Like you've shown your vulnerability, that you're, more of a regular guy than we ever thought.
Yeah. But just like the mob guys and those guys, they're regular guys that could do extraordinary things.
Yeah.
And I never leave that in perspective. I want to be a regular guy.
Yeah.
But the world won't let me be a regular guy, so I have to look at it for what it is. I can do incredible things for the betterment of humanity.
I think more so now,
for
though.
Myself.
I think you've shown more of yourself these days recently, over the past few years, and I think more people are seeing you're a regular guy, you're a fun guy. You like having a good time, and it's not just Mike Tyson that goes and rips people's heads off.
I feel and you have issues with my
still do
kids.
that.
You want to develop a relationship with your kids. My oldest daughter was there. We're estranged a little bit. We periodically we keep in touch, and it was just so awesome. This is the first time she brought a boyfriend. I never saw with a guy, so she had a boyfriend and stuff up there.
Oh, that's got to be fun.
And it's this African guy, so everybody's looking at him and stuff. And, we just all comedians, and we want to go booga booga booga, booga booga. But he's an African guy. He's very studious. He's very educated. Most Africans, they're very educated and very studious and stuff and respectable. But we want to go booga booga booga. Oh my God! But we wouldn't dare. I do it.
Tyson rules.
Are they telling us we have to wrap? But we have to thank, of course, we would love Mike Tyson, man. And I saw this. And it's easy to plug it because I loved it. I genuinely loved it.
It sounds amazing.
It's honest and funny and smart.
I never thought about it, but imagine coming home with Mike Tyson's daughter and you're not a big guy, you're 150-pound guy.
Yeah, who's going to want to do that?
And you're an African, but you're smooth, you're intelligent, you're articulate. I'm a 9th grade special aid dropout and I'm looking at you.
Thinking booga booga booga.
It's called...
Oh, you might go on tour. You might go on tour with it.
I want to plug this. It's called The Undisputed Truth. It's on Broadway.
Uncontrollable.
Oh, fuck. It's this Sunday. It's through this Sunday. Longacre Theater, 220 West 48th.
Oh, my life is ruined.
I'm
trying to build a relationship with my daughter. This is the shit I do. This is the first time I meet this guy. You go...
Fucking Mike Tyson.
No, but listen, no one is being an African and black man. You're African American, you're black. You know what's going on. You have understanding. But imagine being an African American,
right,
and you're around a bunch of African American. They're looking at you like you're a rare species of blackness. They don't know if they're gonna relate. Rare species. How about Mugabudu? How about any Boris from South Africa? You don't know what the hell to say. I hope the guy thinking right here. I'm telling you. You don't know.
That's awesome.
And they look jacked up, but they're so smart and intelligent and educated and high IQs, but they look like they're famished, right? This guy can run a corporation 500. God damn.
You can't make this up, man.
Oh, hell no.
He's envious and stuff. This guy looks like the way he's smart as a motherfucker, right? I got all this money. I'm a 9th grade special ed dropout. Fuck, you don't like me? Envious now? The kids don't like you. You educated the kids. They don't like you because you're illiterate and shit.
I don't think you're illiterate.
I'm going to say Mike Tyson, best guest we've ever had.
Absolutely.
No, best guest we've ever
I
had.
ain't illiterate. Listen, I send my kids to all these schools, right? And I text them, and I misspell something. They come back right away. Dad, that's not how you spell my name. That's not how you spell this, Dad. Dad, you don't spell it that way, Dad. Why can't they, if they know what the word it meant, why can't they say, yeah, Dad, you don't spell it that way, Dad? That's my only insecurity. They can rip on me, right? Because normally I say, I'm sent you to school to learn, girl. I couldn't go to school because I sent you. I had to send your ass to school to get these Ivy League educations. That's why.
You sacrifice.
I sacrifice. Goddamn, Dad. It's Gina, Dad. You know how to spell Gina, Dad? Goddamn, Dad. It's an E and an I, not an E, Dad.
We're trying to get him out.
Mike has to go.
We are trying to get him out.
I'm sorry, guys.
No, we don't want you out,
please. I'm liable to get locked up or else lose a couple of endorsements. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. God damn.
Can we get a quick picture?
Mike, thanks so much, man.
This is part of being bad. You feel you can get away with it, but you can't. People want to hear this shit, right?
Of course.
They think you want to get away with it because it's legal.
Yeah.
And this is why you can't call me because that was Cyrus. You're allowed to do that, but then they do this, Opie and Andy. But you're a responsible adult, and you know no matter where you're at, if you're in hell, you don't curse.
Oh, yeah. Well, here you do.
Yeah, we
This
curse.
is worse than hell sometimes.
And listen, the show I want to be on is Wosby Wosby. What's that show again?
What is it?
The Wosby. The Wosby show.
Wosby.
Oh, I know it.
Fresh Beat
Where's
Band. Fresh Beat Band. I want to be on a Fresh Beat Band.
Wow Wow Wubsy.
Yeah, I want to be on a Fresh Beat Band because
I got a kid.
My kid, my kid loves that stuff, but
Wow, wow,
I have to be on these shows. I'm never going to be on that show. Right? I'm never going to be with the Wild Beach Band, make up my new dance, The Stroke. Right? You can't make that with the kids, The Stroke, man. I'm coming, Elizabeth. I'm coming to get you, Elizabeth. The name Stroke doesn't even sound like it's a good dance, right? They think it's something perverted. You know, The Stroke, I'm coming to get you, kid. I'm coming. Okay.
Mike Tyson. Fuck Mike Tyson.
I tell you, let's
Fuck Mike.
Yo, look at this shit.
You're listening to Opie and Anthony. Sirius XM.